Westpac, CUB, Ultratune, Rocker Brothers and Foodland.
AFL Live, round 10 kicks off at Football Park with the Adelaide Crows playing host to Melbourne. The home side will be out to avenge their 2-point loss to North Melbourne last week, while Melbourne, coming off a bye, will be chasing their 6th successive win, and victory is a must to consolidate a spot in the top 3.
And a very good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to Football Park on a wonderful evening for football, and this should be a crackerjack game. So wherever you're watching, I hope you can sit back, relax and enjoy it. It is the Melbourne Demons up against the Adelaide Crows. Well, of course, the Crows desperately need a win today to stay in touch with the final 6 and to have any hope of making the finals. Whilst for Melbourne, after the bye, they're going for 6 on the trot, and someone has to stay in touch with the West Coast Eagles. A loss tonight, and who knows, it could open the door for St Kilda or Essendon, who clash tomorrow at Moorabbin in another big game. The crowd here, once again, absolutely fantastic here at Football Park. Already, there'd probably be more than 40,000 fans here in the ground, and cars are still streaming down the boulevard. One gentleman who streamed to Adelaide via Ansett, but a long way back in the plane today, Donald. Good evening.
Yes, I arrived. I came over in the toilet, Sandy. The plane was full. It was full of the highwaymen and their entourage, and I was down the back.
Willie Nelson, number 1. B. Scott, 26.
And Waylon Jennings and Chris Christopherson and Johnny Cash.
Should we talk footy now, please, and have a look at the teams?
Yes, we'll quickly look at the teams. And Danny Hughes coming back into the side. It's interesting, isn't it? They always bring back ex-players to play against their old team. And Hughes has got the job against Bennett. McIntyre, Jackson, that definitely won't be lining up like that. Abernathy, a good player last week. Maynard, a contentious move, taken off the ground. Djakovic, I don't think will line up at centre forward. He'll be on interchange. Marshall in the centre usually plays on the wing. Filkey, a good player, as is Tregenzi. Keep those fellows down and you control Adelaide to a degree. Dyson has been a surprise packet since coming in. Klug, I believe, the most improved player in AFL football. He's getting better each game, doesn't waste a kick. Lyon will be his opponent. Hodges, interesting, he likes playing in the centre, he said, but he played half forward last week and now at full forward. Interesting to see whether he'll actually line up there. Micken, O'Dwyer, good battle because O'Dwyer, they're both knock ruckmen, and I hope they line up like that. Todd Briney, a great possession winner, and quickly on interchange, lip tackle start on the ground. I can't see why they take him off after last week's performance. And the scud missile number 8 is Eddie Hocking, Spalding and Clark. I think Clark will line up on the ground, although he has been fumbling a bit of late.
Thank you, Don. Peter McKenna will be joining us in the commentary position tonight, whilst down on the ground will be the irrepressible Max Stevens, keeping us up to date with everything that is happening on the sidelines. We'll take a break and then be back with all the action here at Football Park. For more on the conditions here at Football Park with his Mitsubishi Motors ground report, a very good evening to Max Stevens.
Thanks very much, Sandy. Good evening, everyone. Ideal conditions for football. Currently the temperature 17.9 degrees, overnight low 11 degrees. The wind, none whatsoever, so no goal advantage tonight. The forecast, cloudy periods with a chance of showers and 43% the humidity.
Thank you, Max. Just about set to go. The ball is held aloft in front of this huge crowd. Wonderful atmosphere here at Football Park, particularly if the Crows are in the lead. But let's have the opening bounce. Big Jim Steins, who's had a wonderful season, down to Rodney Owen. It's the Demons forward through Owen. A long kick up towards full forward. Bennett, 2 touches. Couldn't take it. Djakovic pulls it round his body. Good looking kick, but off target. But the first score on the board for the night goes to the Demons. Alan Djakovic, a former Woodville player himself, and has kicked 42 goals in just 7 games for the reserves, as it is a very good evening to that former Collingwood champion, Peter McKenna.
Good evening, Sandy. And talking about Djakovic, they tell me he's very, very good on the recovery, very good ground player. Russell Ebert, former South Australian champion, told me that. Here's Steve O'Dwyer from 40 metres lining up at goal, hooks across his body, and listen to that roar. Steve O'Dwyer puts it out of bounds on the full.
And actually he's playing at centre-half forward. A number of positional changes. Clark is on the bench with Jackson for Melbourne, and we saw O'Dwyer at centre-half forward. Jakovic on the ground, as we've already noticed.
That was Scott Lee to the half-back line. Good mark taken by Steins. Beating great form, Stein. Now Bennett will come from the back. The big fly. Can't take the mark. Ford brought to ground. Spalding in hard. Players pounce into the pack. This is Keogh, loses it in the tackle, now soccers it off the ground to half forward. There's Mark Micken, who's been in great form, bringing it out towards centre wing. Steve Phoebe swings onto the left foot, brings it into the pocket. 1-on-1, Scott Lee over the back, punches it to McGuinness. Oh, he's caught, that's holding the ball. Not paid by the umpire. Taken away by Abernethy, who kicks to the centre of the ground.
Over the back it comes, a chance for Lyon. He elects to do the shepherding work, and Stein shows magnificent skill for a big man. Pulls it back in towards the centre, but only as far as Filthy.
Well, this is a souped-up Melbourne side. O'Dwyer put Maynard down behind play.
Filthy plays on and goes short to Micken. The big man still in the middle. Goes up towards the 50-metre line. There's some solid body work going on early on in this game. A little bit of testing. Critical game for both sides.
And they're horrible kicks, as you can see there. Luke Beveridge underneath what we used to call a hospital pass.
Beveridge's kick back towards the wings. Going to drop short, however. Marshall the chance now for the Crows. Pumps them deep into attack once more. But this Melbourne defence standing strong. Peter Rode has it at half back. Goes to the outer side once again. Effective. Keogh was off, was he not?
It's holding the ball. He was definitely off then. He took a step.
Marshall. Too far out to score, but he'll put the Crows deep into attack. Long kick. Steins is back in there. Gets a fist to it. O'Dwyer gets it out to Viney. Prolific kick winner so far this season, Todd Viney, and a fine attempt to mark by Spalding. Couldn't quite hold it. Comes out the back again to Marshall. He's had a promising start. Goes short and finds his skipper.
Chris McDermott. Oh, he's got the loose man. Maynard up on the forward line. It was a poor kick. The diving attempt by Sean White. Then Butters up and taps it on. Oh, Tregenza waited. Should have run at the ball. Jamison in after it. And was that in the back? How will the umpire see that? Holding the ball at half forward, and it is a free kick to Jamison. Now is that 50? The Adelaide crowd roaring for 50. It's not. Up go the Hoots.
It's a difficult free kick then, because there was Jamison over the top of Beveridge, who was on the ground, and he really didn't get much opportunity to get rid of it.
Rodney Jamison looks like he's going to torpedo punt kick here from 55 metres, and doesn't quite get onto it to the pocket. Punched over the line. And no attempt to mark, and safety first by Sean White. Throw-in will take place in that forward pocket. The scoreboard showing Melbourne one behind. Crows yet to score. Micken versus Jimmy Steins. It's punched to ground. McDermott went in very, very hard. Thumped away. Here's a chance for Melbourne. Todd Viney gets it to Lovett. A bit of talent between those two. The centre wing was a poor kick. Marshall's had a good year. David Marshall to the pocket. They need someone to take a big mark. It's thumped away by that strong Melbourne defence. Racing after it is Tregenza, and he races it over the line, half forward for the Crows.
Steins jostling for front spot. Can't get it, but wins it down the line. A hurried kick. Over centre wing, towards the boundary line on the wing. McGuinness attempts to use the body. And once again, it's taken over by Ford. No breeze here to speak of, as Max Stevens informed you in the Mitsubishi Motors report.
Andrew Ford running with McGuinness.
Big job for him tonight. Owen at the bottom of the pack. Gets it out towards the line once again.
Interesting player, Ford. He was not given a good job against Collingwood earlier in the year and didn't play a good game. But when given a job, as he has in the past few weeks, he's done exceptionally well.
Micken wins this one. Dyson at the bottom. Well tackled, but he did get the ball away. Keogh again has been busy early. Kicks up towards half forward. Crows defence standing strong. Kick by Maynard. Comes back towards centre wing. Klug. John Klug sweeps inside the long hand pass. Across to Hart. He stabs into the forward line. It's good. Hodges. Well, that's what Crows supporters want to see, and they'd dearly love to see this man kick a bag.
He's a good player.
Well, what a great hand pass from Klug. That covered every bit of 20 metres. He's normally a right-hand hand pass. Put it onto the left foot, left hand. A great one to Hart, who spotted Hodges.
Hodges from 45 metres. Into the square. And it's a Crows mark taken by Rodney Jamieson. Goes wider to Marshall to improve the angle.
Well, he kicked it 35 metres back.
Well, the angle hasn't improved that much, has it?
A fraction.
A fraction.
He's got an easy shot.
And he's had a very good start to the game. Nothing wrong with that angle, Donald. That's a goal.
Well, that was a good kick from David Marshall. I didn't think the angle had improved that much. Jamieson took that good high mark right on the goal line. Usually from there you can go back quite a distance, then run around on the mark and open up the face of the goal. But that time he elected to spot Marshall, and a good kick by the wingman.
The Adelaide Crows lead by 5 points in a fast and furious opening. There was Filkey and Brett Lovett at the centre of the ground. Oh, look at this, the pressure on there in the centre. The umpire will come in and bounce. At the bottom of the pack is Darryl Hart.
Interesting what they're doing, Peter. Melbourne, they've got O'Dwyer contesting the hit downs, and Steins is a loose man in the back half of the Melbourne defence.
O'Dwyer tried to tap it back. Marshall in everything at the moment. Here's Steins over the back now. And as Don Scott said, playing the loose man. And, well, they have to do something with two big men on the ground. You can't have them in the same area. Steins to half forward. The big fist. Comes to centre wing. That's Tregenza. To half forward. It's over the back. It's all Melbourne. Sean White read it well. Onto the left foot. Kicks to half back. And he's found Stephen Phoebe. Now, Phoebe's looking for the short one. For Grinter. Grinter can't get back there. Tries to control it. Under pressure. Taps it to the line. And it will be a throw-in on centre wing with Adelaide leading by 5 points.
Micken and O'Dwyer once more. Micken palms with the right hand. Rod Owen tries to storm his way through. Gets it across to Earl Spalding. Spalding goes inside 50 now for the Demons. Holding on there. Going to be a free kick to Melbourne's Bennett. Darren Bennett has booted 33 goals to date this year. And the man that has the job of containing him tonight played 124 games with the Demons, Danny Hughes. But Bennett directly in front from 45. Good looking drop punt. Just swung it away to the left. And one behind.
Well, unusual for Bennett to miss from straight in front. It's a beautiful kick normally. Scott Lee about to bring it back into play. Two behinds to Melbourne. One straight kick and one goal to Adelaide. Lee not sure where to go. Now he's going short. Will it come off? It does. And I thought Chris McDermott showed a lot of form last Friday night against North Melbourne. Ran a long way and got away with it. The centre wing, Steins, puts himself in position to take a good safe mark. And they might have to kick it away from Steins. He's reading that ball well across that half-back line. Now he's looking for the handball here. Now he elects to kick. Oh, it's a wobbly one. I don't know whether it was intended to go there, but Keogh marks. Rod Keogh wearing that famous number 31 to the half-forward line. It's thumped on by the Demons. Can they charge in after it? No, the Crows. A wild hand pass comes straight to forward. Forward further afield to Owen. Owen tries to tap it away from Filkey. Rod Owen gets around. Gets in a hand pass. It's hooked by Jakovic up in front of goal. 4 or 5 Crows players. Scott Lee was one of them. Gets it to Marshalls, who's on fire. 2 bounces. Will he go again? No, he elects to kick it to centre wing. Again. Oh, Steins dropped that one. I think the light's gone in his eyes. Kicked away by Gary Lyon and straight over the line.
Well, he disguised that one well, didn't he, Gary Lyon? Lucky to get away with it.
Throw in on centre wing. Micken doing pretty well in the opening contest. Phoebe, a short kick. Dyson, a chance. It's got a bit of pace. Kicks into the pocket. And he was far as Bickley. Both defences being well tested early on. Phoebe over the top. Gave away the free kick, said the umpire. Micken's kick is high towards half forward. And this time over the shoulder going away of Rodney Grinter.
Used his body well on that occasion. Grinter in front of McIntyre to get the free.
Grinter's kick. Up over centre wing. Viney waiting down in front. Couldn't shark it. McGuinness could. Kicks quickly. Up towards McIntyre. Grinter is there. Gets a favourable bounce. Goes onto the left foot towards O'Dwyer. May have been pushed under the ball a little.
A lot of key touch work going on, isn't there, Peter?
That was hip and shoulder stuff, that.
But he's got the free kick. Goes up towards the 50-metre line. Spalding doing the roving work. Oh, he put his teammate under a ton of pressure. A cry of ball. Also under pressure is Bruce Abernethy. The ball goes over the line.
Melbourne putting the Crows under a lot of pressure all over the ground.
4 points the margin. At the back, Brett Lovett trying to storm his way through. He's still going. Gets it to O'Dwyer. Almost caught the big man unawares. Thrown out towards the boundary line. A chance now for the Crows to clear through. Bickley goes short. Filkey. Up towards centre wing he goes. Grinter will come from behind with a fist, and he does. Steins down in front. Clued. Oh, there's another penetrating hand pass. This one goes astray. Dyson threw it out.
Oh, really?
Really, said the umpire, and Hart will take it.
Darryl Hart. Hodges at the back. Oh, great mark, Hodges. Wow, he looks as though he's in for a good night. Scott Hodges, what a top mark and a beautiful long kick. Up towards full forward. Can they take a mark? No, they can't. Because it's punched away by Sean White and over the line from behind to the Crows. And the one-eyed Adelaide supporters, have a look at them. And they're here in their droves. There must be about 40,000 people here. Sean White brings it back into play. 1-1 Adelaide, 2 points Melbourne. Good mark. Steins is on fire. Jimmy Steins, what a year he's had. 4 marks already. The centre wing he goes. Is that a mark to Viney? It's not paid. That's Nigel Smart trying to get in a hand pass. In the meantime, it's a holding the man decision. It will go back to centre wing. Earl Spalding. Spalding to full forward. Out comes Bennett. Over the back, a chance for Melbourne as it's tapped on. Scott Lee, ever reliable. Beautifully done. Quick hand pass. Danny Hughes. Now it's on the Bickley. Dangerous. It might come off. Micken in tip-top form again. Micken out wide, and he's found Chris McDermott.
So the skipper goes on to the vice-captain. McGuinness stabs over centre wing, trying to go short, but too short.
He's reading it well, Steins.
They're picking up plenty of touches. To Beveridge in the middle. Long and low, inside 50. Oh, no mark taken. O'Dwyer attempts a soccer off the ground and misses. Eventually it's the Crows' Bickley who gets it away, and they're out of trouble once again. Wide towards Marshall. Blew too early and has given away the free kick.
And it's a good decision by the umpire. Marshall behind then. Tried to get the ride, but just jumped into the back of Keogh.
Keogh's kick is up towards the right half forward, playing only as far as McDermott. Chasing his Steins. Good shepherding by McGuinness allows McDermott to take his kick up towards the flank once more. At the back is Lyon. He could be first to this football. Support from Beveridge. He stabs towards centre wing, straight back to McGuinness. So Tony McGuinness to send the Crows up towards their 50-metre line. At the back is Sean White. He gets taken out of it. Keogh through strongly. The hand pass away to Beveridge, and again, the D's out of strife momentarily.
The centre wing, the Crows players run straight at the ball. Here's McIntyre. McGuinness was grabbed. Was that holding the man? Still going on Tony McGuinness, and eventually gets a free kick for a trip. McGuinness, well, he's playing well in this first quarter. He's being tagged.
It's a credit to him. He played well last week. Stevens picked him up from North Melbourne, and he shook him off, and he's doing exactly the same to Ford early in this game.
Well, here's the long driving drop punt to half forward. Over the back of the pack is Phoebe. Taps it to the half-back line, but Tregenza is the man. Can he get around? He can. Hand pass to Filkey. Filkey will run round on the left foot. Bring it back. Oh, it was meant for Micken, and he's found him. Micken is marked 40 metres from goal, directly in front.
He's getting down on the forward line. I've seen him down there on 2 occasions, Micken. And there he is taking that mark. But he's also hovering around in the back half on the 50-metre line.
Well, the kick from Micken. Oh, beautiful goal. Right through the middle.
Good start by the Crows. They've got Lidner coming onto the ground now, going down into the forward line. This time it's with Spalding. Couldn't complete the mark, but quick to recover, Earl Spalding. Controls it nicely, then stabs up towards the half-forward line. Lee got a hand to it, was playing in front. They're playing inspired football at the moment. Hughes takes it, kicks back towards Hart. He goes even wider to McDermott. Up towards Marshall. Couldn't quite get back there in time. Beveridge. Short to Stynes. Back again. Luke Beveridge gets a hurried high kick. Going towards the outer flank and coming over the top, McDermott. Not paid. Marshall plays on. Still effective because the mark has been taken by Peter.
They're looking dangerous, the Crows, Sandy.
Matthew Liptak.
He was a great player last week, Liptak, underneath the packs. He read the ball beautifully deep in the forward line and set up a number of goals.
They lead by 11 points at the moment. It's a good-looking drop punt deep into the square. Stynes up with a one hand and defensively palms it over for one behind.
I just wonder how long Melbourne can go with their forward setup with Bennett and Jakovic down there. They need a little bit of pace. Now they've got O'Dwyer in the forward pocket. Maybe get Jackson on the ground in the forward pocket.
Grinter looking for Stynes. And again, another mark. Oh, he shouldn't have gone on with it then. Ford is there. Kicked away to centre wing. Filkey, can he get there before it beats him? No, he can't. So it'll be a throw-in. But we have just over, well, 8.5 minutes of play left in the first quarter. The Crows have been pretty impressive.
Also conspicuous, Peter, is the fact that there's not too many runners from either side out on the ground too, which is an indication of how the game's going.
Well, we're at centre wing. Here go the Crows again. McGuinness with pace. Taps it on round the boundary line and taps it over at half forward. But Melbourne would not want to let the Crows score another couple of goals and get that little break with these 40-odd thousand people screaming for them. Stynes versus Micken, two very much informed players. Stynes gets it to Beveridge. Beveridge puts it out of bounds on the full, so there'll be a penalty kick out there to Klug. Klug, or will it be taken by Filkey? In fact, it was Klug. A beautiful long kick to half forward. Stynes in front. Courageous effort by Stynes. Taken away by Rode. Rode to centre wing. The race is on. Darren Cuthbertson, we haven't seen much of him yet. Bickley's done pretty well. And he took it away to young Bickley. Bickley to half forward. Free kick.
That's against Grinter.
Yeah, against Grinter. Went far too early. And this is Linder just on the ground. Linder is a great kick. He's going for the long bomb. It's a beautiful long kick. Hodges in front. Tapped in front of goal. Sean White missed it. Shot it off the ground. It's one behind. So that was by Jamison.
He's capable of that, Sean White, isn't he? He's capable of the spectacular, but he'll also do something like that which will let the opposition in on occasions.
2-3, plays two behinds, the Crows lead.
Peter Rode brings the ball back into play again. The target is Stynes. Did he give a nudge? No, said the umpire. Play goes on. Viney scrambles it down towards Spalding on the wing. He's not quick enough, however. McDermott right on the boundary line. Runs into Spalding and runs out of room. In fact, the free kick is going to be picked up.
It's going to McDermott.
And it will go back to Chris McDermott. An inspirational player.
Now, there's a little bit of confusion here because Spalding was taking the mark 10 metres up.
It was almost comical, that, but
McDermott's kick, putting the Crows inside 50. Hodges will be the flyer. Viney waits down, claimed by Marshall. Beveridge just gets boot the ball in time, up towards centre wing, and a good mark taken by Cuthbertson. Well, he's had some wonderful weeks, but a quiet start tonight. Lee, good solid defensive work ahead of Jakovic.
good player, Lee, Don.
Oh, he's a solid player and puts in week after week. Former Hawthorn player, never really got a go at Hawthorn because of the talent that was in the senior side.
Just under 6 minutes
that's
remaining.
A free kick, surely.
Nigel Smart giving away the free kick. So Spalding goes on with it. Across to Owen. The Demons want one before quarter time. O'Dwyer got up late. The tap out attempted for Jakovic. Gets there now. He's pretty sharp in front of goal. Runs out of room, however. A little too short. Still with the opportunity is Phoebe as he flicks it round his body. What a magnificent kick by Stephen Phoebe. His first goal, and it could be just the one the Demons require.
And I was just going to make the comment that they need a small man under the pack, and Phoebe came on the scene. There's the high ball. You'll watch O'Dwyer contest. This is where they need a small man, and Phoebe coming down from the wing. A magnificent left foot goal.
Adelaide lead by 7 points after that great goal by Phoebe. There's McDermott. Oh, beautiful kick, a 65-metre kick. Hodges the flyer. Oh, did he get up? Here's a chance. As Liptak went in after it, couldn't control it. Klug. Here's a free kick to Melbourne. Behind the play to Beveridge. And deep in that back pocket. Penalty kick given away down there. What a big fly. Hodges is really attacking that ball. To the half-back line. Taken by Phoebe again. He's caught with the ball. There's a free kick to Adelaide. Too high, and that could be 50. No.
Well, Jackson's come on the ground, Peter, and O'Dwyer's gone off for Melbourne. Jackson going into the forward pocket, being picked up by Maynard.
Well, your coach well then, Don. Well done. As we see McDermott. Hodges the flyer. Couldn't take it. Sean White. Steve Phoebe. Under enormous pressure. Hooks it back to the half-back line. A pack of players in after it. Todd Viney might come back towards the line. Oh, he's coming back into play. Could be dangerous. Yes, straight to Klug. I think he should have forced it back round the defensive side. Klug, a high floater. Again, Hodges, centre of the pack. Thumps it to ground. Roving the packs was Grinter. Grinter to the half-back line. Players racing after it. It's Tregenza. Quick hand pass. Finds Hart. Hart the chip pass. Two Adelaide Crows players. One was Jamison. Now he's looking to give it off. He can kick from about 51 metres. So it would take a good kick. Now what's he going for? The torpedo punt. It looks like he's holding it for a torpedo. Let's see if he gets onto it. No, it's a drop punt. And it's a nice looking kick. A little bit to the right. And sneaks over the line for another behind to the Crows. 2-4 plays 1-2, but the Crows looking quite impressive early in this game.
Peter Rode again. Goes to the outer side looking for and finding Gary Lyon. Very quickly on with a hand pass to Keogh. From the half-back flank, kicks towards Dyson on centre wing. Away he scoots. Shows plenty of dash and kicks up towards Melbourne's half-forward line. Out comes Bennett. Spalding tries to hammer it down the throat of Jackson. Did not succeed, however. Hughes gets the hand pass away to Smart. A hurried kick's going to drop short. Lovett couldn't complete the mark. Bennett under great pressure. McGuinness also loses it. Whoa! Spalding is the man who goes in strongly and gets it out to Jackson. Here's a chance for Jakovic. Shoots towards goal. It goes right across the face of goal. And in fact out of bounds in the left forward pocket.
Well, this is a really entertaining game. Both sides intent on getting the ball and really prepared to put themselves in and take the physical risk.
Abernethy short to Hughes. Under 3 minutes remaining now in this first quarter. And if this is an indication of things to come, it should be a beauty. Micken from half-back. Kicks in towards Marshall. He's had a good first quarter against Keogh. Both have picked up kicks. Oh, Marshall may run into trouble. He does, but he's got the players going past. Maynard up towards full forward. Hodges waits at the back. Still the opportunity with Jamison. There's another one on the board for the Crows.
Well, I suppose you could say on that occasion a little fortune running the Crows' way, because White came over the back, did the right thing. Here's Maynard after a fumble. White slams it down in front, comes off the legs of Liptak, straight into the arms of Jamison. Couldn't believe it when he spun right, found himself in a lot of space. An easy kick for goal. His first.
The Adelaide Crows lead by 14 points, getting close to quarter time. Could have been a free kick against Steins, but he was attempting to kick it. Viney tunnel balls it. Here's Owen trying to crash his way through the pack. Tregenza shuffles it onto Klug. Klug, a 30-metre hand pass. Will it sit for Filkey? He taps it on brilliantly, Grantley. Filkey, that was great play. Smothered beautifully also by Grinter. Grinter will take it to the line and kicks it along the ground. Good play by Rodney Grinter.
Yes, good play, wasn't it? First to smother and also to follow up Peter, and under pressure he put the ball over the boundary line.
Mickett in front, Lyon at the back. It's tapped down by Lyon, in fact. Oh, there's a free kick. Oh, the umpires missed that one. In the side, fair enough. Oh, there's some tough work. This is a hard game. It's a great game to watch this. Tregenza, a 60-metre kick to the forward line. Hodges from the side. Jamison waited over the back. A strong tackle. Here's Hodges trying to get... Look at the tackling. Rodney Grinter, look at the desperation. This is great stuff. Mickett, a clever hand pass. Marshall swings onto the left foot from 50 metres. Steins at the back. Pumps it over the line and through from behind, but the Crows looking very dangerous. Under a minute of play left in this first quarter.
Well, both forward lines really are putting a lot of pressure on the respective backmen, and it's good to see forwards work in such a way.
3-5 plays 1-2, Adelaide leading.
Peter Road again to the outer side. Klug in from the side.
Giving Gary Lyon the run around.
John Klug. 55 metres out, he lets go with a torp, and it is long. Too long for Hodges, through for one behind.
It's every bit of 60, 70 metres, that.
Inside the last half minute of this first quarter. Grinter, straight down the middle, looking for Steins. Got a hand to it, that was all. But he's got Dyson at the back. Time for the Demons to score on that dearly loved one. Jackson caught out of position. Quick to apply the tackle, however. Oh, the hand pass by Maynard could create problems. McInnes takes it away, however. And they'll be safe for the quarter, the Crows. He goes to Lindner on centre wing. Doesn't mark, but the President recovers well. Stabs up towards the half-forward line. A little too wide. Gritton's there, but there's the siren. And a fine first quarter sees the home side, the Crows leading. 3 goals, 6. 24. Melbourne are 1-2-8. The Scud missile is still grounded for the Crows. Eddie Hocking yet to make an appearance. Micken trying to get it out of the middle is Phoebe. Well tackled. McDermott pushes forward but taken by Lyon. Loses it to Clark. Hopping over the top was Ford. Both sides absolutely desperate. Lindner eventually gets it out to Micken. Forward go the Crows. Up towards half forward. And my word, they're proving very tough to crack as Jamison kicks it high. 30 metres out. Hart was going past but couldn't take the ball with him. Dyson's in trouble. Filkey needs someone kicking forward. He's got it now in Micken, but it's a wide kick going into the left forward pocket and out of bounds, in fact, on the full. Road brings it back into play. Marshall spoiling Steins. Flick back inside. Micken, he's having a grand game and is having a very good season. Marshall goes short, finds Filkey just forward of centre. They've started doing all the attacking. Hodges comes out, can't take it. Grinter on the end of the hand pass. From a standing start, kicks up towards centre wing. Owen is forced to defend, flicking it round his body. Spalding at the bottom of the pack. Does well. Good play by Earl Spalding to get it out to Owen. He returns it. And Spalding kicks towards the running Steins, who marks well 60 metres out.
Looks as if they've taken Keogh off the ground and put Cuthbertson on the wing to allow Clark to come onto the ground. That's the Melbourne side.
Steins kick up towards full forward. Ford waits down, so too McInnes. Looking for Hart, but intercepting is Owen. Jakovic is there. Pushed towards the line. Owen tries to tap it back. Jackson gives it to Jakovic. A high kick. Ford's got to stand his ground. Filkey spoils him. Shot in towards full forward is going across the face of goal and through for one behind by Dyson. So Melbourne move ahead by 1 point. They are 1-3, trailing the Crows 3-6.
Mark Micken receives the pass from Danny Hughes. Micken around the boundary area. It was Liptak being knocked underneath the ball. Grinter tries to get in a hand pass, but is forced over the line, and they only have to get a sniff of the ball, these Adelaide players, and the crowd reacts with standing ovation. Certainly with 40-odd thousand people screaming for them, they're going to be difficult to beat. Marshall's having a great night. McGuinness playing well also. Round the corner he goes to centre wing. And a good mark. Done. Beveridge, excellent mark.
Used his body well then, didn't he? Flying for that ball.
Luke Beveridge on true centre wing to the half-forward line. This is where Melbourne have been falling down. It's a free kick, a crude tackle.
Well, he accentuated it, didn't he, on that occasion, Owen?
Rod Owen's yelling to his forwards to get out and give a bit of space to Bennett. So you can bet he's going to kick this one to Bennett. The leader's on. Out comes Bennett to half-forward. He's got the drop. Darren Bennett can't take the mark. Smart. Back it comes to Bickley. That was courtesy of Scott Lee. To the half-back line. Is that a free kick to Phoebe? No. Dyson, touch of class, this player. Dyson, beautiful long kick up to the full forward line. Should be a mark. And it is to Lee. He's cool in a crisis. And off he goes and kicks to the wide open spaces. He's got Maynard leading the race. He gets a very bad bounce.
Well done.
Cleverly done by Steins to Spalding. Spalding short, the half forward, and a good mark taken there by Rod Owen. Owen's looking for the short one again. There it is. It's a shocker. Straight to Filkey, and they're making a few mistakes, the Demons. Grant Filkey ran a long way. Brings it to the centre wing area. Tregenza with pace. Oh, he's flattened as he kicked it to the half forward line. Liptak still got the ball. Beautifully done the half. Hard over the top. Klug back to Liptak. Liptak up in front of goal. Here's a chance. Jamison, the diving mark, and he's marked 30 metres from goal directly in front.
He's proving to be a bit of a headache because of the simple fact he's got a little bit of toe off the ground, Jamison. Got away from Sean White on that occasion. He's already kicked one.
Well, this will be a handy one, Donna, to take them to 4-6 if he kicks it. Now, he's a handy foil down there for Hodges. Hodges is attacking that ball and trying to take the strong mark. And Jamison, very clever player. Now he'll kick, as I said, 35 metres directly in front. There's the kick. It looks good. It's a goal. 2 goals to Rodney Jamison. The Crows kick clear. 4-6 to Melbourne 1-3.
Well, I'd be a little bit worried if I was in the Melbourne camp. The way the Crows got that down, especially on that outer flank, there were numbers. Look at Hart by himself. There's Klug by himself. Liptak by himself. That's where I'd be worried about, because when they can get the ball as easily as what they did on that outer flank, you can lead with confidence. But then again, it was a good lead, a fast lead from Jamison.
The Crows stretch their lead to 21 points. Steins gets a hurried kick out of the middle. Melbourne want the next goal, otherwise they're in deep strife. Spalding ripped off it. Cuthbertson, he's dangerous in front of goal. Goes with a right foot kick. It's going to be very, very close, but just drifting on the wrong side and one behind.
Gee, that was skill, wasn't it, by Darren Cuthbertson. He's a good player.
Well, he can cut loose in a couple of minutes and really cause a lot of trouble.
Maynard. Across to Lee again. Still inside Melbourne's 50-metre line. But this time Micken takes the mark and should get them out of trouble. Missed a couple of games, but has really come on strong in the last month. Mark Micken. McDermott to Marshall. Up over the centre. Dyson will back into the pack. Show Curry. Waiting down in front was Hart. Off the Filthy. Here's a charge from 54 metres. He set sail for home with a long kick. Sean White couldn't take the mark.
Should have taken that. Should have taken it.
One behind.
Some bad signs for Melbourne at the moment, Don.
No, they're not good signs, Peter. They're playing chase and catch-up football.
Lyon at half-back. No one on the mark, so he sprints away. Sweeps the hand pass to Beveridge. Just gets his kick in time. Wide towards the wing. Puts pressure on Lovett. And it's hammered over the line by Chris McDermott.
He's done well tonight, and he did very well last Friday night against North too. He's starting to hit a bit of form, Chris McDermott. What are you looking at me like that for, Don? You don't agree? Centre wing. That was Steve Clark. McDermott. That might be a free. No. That was over the line. Looks as though he's gone a few 10-rounders, Chris McDermott, doesn't he? But he's Terrific type of bloke. Been a great player in South Australia. There he is again doing the hard work to Filkey. He can go over the top. This is Liptak swinging round onto the left foot. The short one is on Hodges. Great lead, great mark. And that is copybook forward play.
Melbourne will have to make a change because Filkey's the one who's setting it up, and it's Brett Lovett who's got the job, I think. I think it's Brett Lovett's got the job on Filkey.
Well, Hodges needs this goal to get his confidence going. His kicking has been indifferent at times. There's the drop punt. That's a beautiful kick. It's a goal.
27 points the margin. The danger signs up for the Demons. Steins and Micken, one by the ladder. Melbourne want a couple of goals rapidly. Spalding shows pace. He's on the 50-metre line and decides to go in a line and bounces one through. Great goal. Earl Spalding kicks his first and a much-needed one for Melbourne. They move to 2-4-16, trailing Adelaide 5-7-37.
Well, as you expect out here, not much reaction from this parochial crowd, but Spalding running onto that well. An ugly kick off the boot, but nonetheless, that's his wrong kicking foot. Normally a right foot kick. Spalding playing at centre half back, showing a lot of enthusiasm.
Just over 17 minutes remaining in the first half. Steins and Micken again to charge at the ball. This time won by Steins. Trying to force it forward was Cuthbertson. Towards Viney. Wants someone going past. Oh, and he's got him too in Beveridge. But loses it again. Spalding loses second in a couple of minutes. No. Gets too far underneath it. Jackson's giving away about half a metre. Bennett tries to tap down, hoping someone's going past. Owen is there. Flicked out wide towards Jackson. Wider even to Phoebe. In towards full forward. Lovely kick. And Beveridge will have a shot directly in front, just 20 metres out.
Well, he just happened to be in the right spot then, Beveridge, because what he did, he was behind his opponent. I think it's hard. Or was it McGuinness on the mark there? But he had, the Crows fellow had his back to Beveridge. He goes in and kicks his first. And Luke Beveridge on screen started in the back pocket and did a reasonable job up there, but Melbourne really do need something, and getting him onto the ball has made Clark go into the back line. We just can't see Beveridge behind McGuinness.
The margin now 15 points. A spirited fight back this by the Demons. It was getting away from them. Steins, there's a free kick to Marshall. Was grabbed when he didn't have it. Advantage paid to McDermott. No, they bring it back.
What do you think of that advantage rule, Pete?
I would prefer to see no advantage rule at all, because it's a very, very hard one to police. And I think there's a lot of league coaches agree with that. Marshall to the half-forward line. As Melbourne, the last thing they'd want now is a goal of the Crows. That's Phoebe. The centre wing, thumped on by Owen. Tapped back by Maynard. There's Marshall again. Maynard. Now, there's a free kick to Melbourne in that pack of players. We'll go to Owen. That's poor play. Undisciplined play by Adelaide. Rod Owen, the booming torpedo punt kick. A 70-metre one to the forward line. Up they go. Jakovic charged after it. Lee has it smothered off the boot. Denny Hughes went in with the boots. And Jakovic is hurt. I don't know whether he connected. Marshall receives a hand pass. Well, it's on. There was a wild kick in that pack by Denny Hughes. There's Zabanetti right down towards centre wing. It's dumped on over the back. Hand pass by Phoebe. Steins roaming around at half-back. A wobbly kick to the centre of the ground. Melbourne fighting back. Todd Viney. Kick short. Beautiful pass. He's found his man. It's Rod Owen. Owen at half-forward. The leader's on wide. Bennett. Maynard and Hughes at the back. Hughes tried to tap it on. Going without it was smart. Jackson was looking for Beveridge. Kicked out wide to Marshall. And that was by Abernethy, and then Marshall around centre wing. Up they go. McGuinness has got the loose man going here. He's got pace to burn. Brought down by Dyson. Klug. Lindner. How did the umpire see that? Play on, he calls. Steins to the half-forward line. What a game of football we're seeing. This is great stuff. Smart. And Hart is in after it also. Now Steins dragged the ground. The umpires letting it go or come in and bounce.
It's a ripper game, isn't it?
Oh, they're having a go now.
And the emergency umpire has been out. And he's gone down to the Melbourne forward line, obviously speaking to Djakovic and Hughes. Hughes nearly took Djakovic's head off, and he got up and just let one go. Djakovic.
Micken. But straight to Grinter. Gets underneath the punt kick. Towards the 50-metre line. No mark to Owen. Trying to use the body. Socket off the ground. Dyson shows dash. Brett Lovett intercepts, however. Forward. Good work. Going short. Here's an opportunity now for Bennett. 30 metres out. Pulling it round his body. It's a good-looking kick. And it's another one to the Demons. So Bennett gets his first and 3 quick goals. And Melbourne are back in town.
Actually, that was a great goal because of the situation that Bennett looked when he was going for the ball at the goals. Now, watch this. Forward, puts it out in front. Now, Bennett had a look. There he had a look. The ball across the body. That is a great shot. And the Scud missile's coming on. To the plaudits of the crowd. Linderoth, Eddie Hocking on. There he is. The Scud. And watch him go.
Well, a spirited fight back this by Melbourne. A tremendous effort. I thought the Crows were running away with it. Here's McDermott playing a great game for his side. McDermott to the half-forward line. Sean White runs out to meet it. Tries to tap it on. Grinter. Gary Lyon. The Demons all of a sudden creating space. That's a free kick to Melbourne on centre. No, it's not.
Oh, really?
Oh, lucky to get away with that. This is Abernathy to the half-forward line. Over the back, it's tapped on. Brett Lovett is there to mop up. Now he kicks to centre wing, looking for Cuthbertson. Little Darren Cuthbertson's got it beautifully smothered by Marshall, nearly the best man on the ground. That's a free kick to Marshall. It's too high, and he's having a great game. David Marshall to the pocket. Little Hocking has to wait underneath it. Tapped on by Tregenza. Hocking at half-forward. Hand pass over the top. Filkey brings it back into play, but it was over the line, or was it a free kick? It's a free kick.
Don't Sean White.
Yes, it's a free kick going to Filkey, right on the boundary line, 35 metres from goal, and they could do with the steady of the Crows. Melbourne have had the better of this court now. It looks like he's going the check side, or the banana kick. No, he doesn't. He is holding it that way. Here's the fly at the back. Jamison, a great mark. Oh, not paid. Oh, boy, what about that one? The crowd won't like that. I would have paid that mark for sure. As it's tapped further afield, Hodges races after it. Well, what did you think, Don?
Well, it was a fantastic game of football on that occasion. You can see there. I suppose he really didn't control it to ground, did he?
Well, the ball at half-forward, touch and go when you look at it in replay. Bit stiff, though. There's Brett Lovett. Dodging, weaving, twisting, turning. He's a good player, Brett Lovett. On to Lyon. And Lovett goes and receives again. Lovett to the half-forward line, the pace of Ricky Jackson. Now, is that 50?
Yeah, is that 50? You're right.
No, Jackson. Short. Dyson, unattended. Oh, he dropped the mark and he goes to get it again, young Dyson. Brought to ground. Danny Hughes, touch of the fumbles. Lies on top of the ball. It's a loose one. At half-forward, 2-on-1. 2 Crows, 1 Melbourne. That's Nigel Smart trying to tap it on. Here's a chance for Earl Spalding. And kicks a goal and misses to the right. They're behind the Melbourne. But we're seeing a great game of football.
It was a good effort by Todd Viney. He got it out to Spalding, threw himself in, pushed the ball on.
29 to 37. The Crows leading. Marshall across the line with Cuthbertson. Good fight back by Melbourne. Goals to Bennett, Beveridge and Spalding. Spalding wins it. Down towards Owen. Tried to tap on, but straight to McGuinness, off to McDermott. Gets another one away, and this time they're out of trouble. Through Bickley. A high kick up towards centre wing. Steins does the defending. Pushes down in front. Lyon. Clever kick. Over the top of Andrew Ford, but he keeps on going for it. If it sits, he could be in business. Bickley's there with him, and Bickley showed courage. Beautifully picked up by Owen. Swings round onto the left foot. Pumps it into the forward line. Which way will it bounce?
Could Owen have given that off to Jackson, who was in a better position?
Yes, I thought so.
One behind. The margin is 7 points. 5-7 plays 4-6. Tregenza on his own. Players streaming down the ground. He chooses McGuinness, who pumps it up over centre wing. Oh, the Scud missile flew, but without success. Clark going short. Dyson waits. He's not required. Towards Steins and Micken. The latter does well. McGuinness handles it like a hot potato, but gets it away. Across to Nigel Smart. He pumps the Crows down towards half forward once again. They've got the players going past. McDermott through. Hand pass goes astray. Taken by Lyon. Over the top looking for Lovett. Dyson now. It is tight out there. Viney couldn't complete the mark. Owen again tries to storm through the pack. Jackson does the scouting. The little rover scoots away from Micken. Pushes out wide in front of Djakovic. He's recovered after that knock. Goes with the left foot, but it's too wide. It's out of bounds on the full in the left forward pocket.
Where was he going with that kick?
I think it was meant for Bennett. There's Djakovic.
What, he wasn't in the front row of the grandstand?
Oh, dear,
that kick could have been centred, surely.
Well, Abernathy has found a loose man. Oh, Maynard's coming back into the play, but he's got someone coming fast. This is Danny Hughes. He'll be trying his heart out against his former club. To the half-forward line. Setting himself for the mark was Gary Lyon. Traps it well. This is Steve Clark. Centre wing. Well read by Nigel Smart. Beautifully done. And well done, Todd Viney. Tremendous play. Viney to the half-forward line. Hughes and Abernathy. Oh, that was good play.
Yeah,
Owen showed a lot of pace there, Don. Rod Owen.
Well, listen, it's a credit to him, isn't it, Peter? The way he's dedicated himself to the task, because he was behind on that occasion and got in front of Abernathy. He couldn't have done it last year when he was at St Kilda.
Half-forward line. That's Bennett with a beautiful punch on. McGuinness was leg. Will the advantage be played? It is. Eddie Hocking to centre wing. Tregenza takes front position and fights for it. Good play, Tregenza. And it's a free kick for over the shoulder to Simon Tregenza on centre wing.
Has got to get in front.
Tregenza, blessed with a tremendous amount of pace. Footscray had signed him and we're hoping to get him over. He elected to stay with the Crows. Over the back was Maynard. Lyon, cool, calm and collected. Finds Stephen Clark coming through the centre of the ground. Will kick long to the half-forward line. Beautiful long kick. Danny Hughes uses his body well. Back it comes to Hughes. Cuts at the fumbles. They're all lying on top of the ball. Taken by Abernathy. Brings it out towards the boundary line. Will it roll over? Yes. Half forward for Melbourne. Scoreboard shows the Crows stopping. They're on 5-7. A great quarter of football by Melbourne. 4-6.
Throw in Melbourne's attacking zone, and Bennett has given away the free kick. A staunch Melbourne supporter who's not 100% at the moment is Kevin McAuliffe in hospital in Melbourne, and hope you're enjoying the game, Kevin. Get well soon. The Crows, it was Liptak who got it away initially, crossed to Beckley in towards the middle, taken by Lyon, nicely off to Dyson. Now Dyson can steady and have a look. He does have a good look. It goes over the top. Holding on.
Smart off Sandy. He's gone off the ground, and Lindner coming on and going, I think, to the half-back line. We'll just wait and see what they do with that move. The Crows.
Lee from fullback goes to Tregenza in the back pocket. Kicks up towards centre wing. Phoebe again working from behind. Viney will be first to it. And some holding on going on behind play. It will come back and go the way of the Crows. Taken by Maynard. Centering kick towards Hocking. Eddie Hocking's away on the wing. Goes into the pocket looking for Hart. Tucked on the 50-metre line. Goes for the centering kick. And there's that man again. Jefferson dropped it. He recovered and look at his gun. Oh! Three goals to Jefferson, 6-7 to 4-6.
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe. What was Sean White doing? Watch this. The ball from Hart. Now Jamison in front. Now look at Sean White. Look. I can't believe it.
He waited, didn't he?
Oh, you do not give a forward. Look, the runner's out with him. Oh.
Well, a steadying goal to the Adelaide Crows.
It's interesting, the runner's gone out to Sean White after that incident too, Peter.
Well, he did wait back. He didn't put in much of an effort. There's Dyson to the half-forward line and stumped away. Lindner. On to Abernethy. Oh, the loose man created again. This is Marshall. The lead will be on here. Hodges underneath it. Oh, nearly took it too. Goes in to try and get it again. Rode is lying on top of the ball.
And Rod Owen's hurt too, and he has signalled for the doctor, and they're out there, so I don't think he's too good, Rod Owen. He's been carried off the ground. Let's hope it's not his knee.
Well, that is rotten luck. He's in a lot of pain, as you can see. The ball will be bounced 30 metres out from the Crows' goal. Look at that.
And he is one player instrumental in getting them back into it too in the second quarter, Owen.
Rod Keogh's going to come on. Let's hope that is not the knee. There's Liptak, a quick kick to the half-forward line. The mark taken by Sean White. Immediately plays on, looking for Peter Rode. Rode runs back into trouble, but it's in a hand pass to Phoebe. Back it comes to Jackson. Jackson to centre wing. Players set themselves for the mark. Micken couldn't take it. Oh, Dyson, very, very highly skilled player. Clever little kick out to Beveridge from Steins. Now Melbourne go forward. Beveridge, a beautiful kick. Bennett versus Hughes. Hughes doing pretty well at fullback at the moment. Here's Keogh. An open goal. Rod Keogh fires in and puts it through for one behind when a goal was badly needed. 6-7. Adelaide. Melbourne moved their score along to 4-6.
Lee brings it back into play. Lidner's on his own.
4-7, I should say, Sandy.
Off the centre wing they go.
Oh, that's a good decision.
Grinder. To half forward and a good mark taken by Spalding. Plays on straight away, but caught. Gets the hand pass in towards the pocket. Beveridge pulling it round his body, and the mark not paid to Bennett. Gets the hand pass away. Jakovic runs his full distance, swings round onto the left foot, but he hasn't got.
There's a foot on behind play.
Play goes on.
Hughes and Bennett.
Abernethy sweeps the hand pass across to Pilkey. Up fire, falls over. Pilkey keeps going. On to McGuinness. How long can they keep this pace up? Back to Pilkey again. Caught by Viney. Gets it out to Abernethy. Tumbles the punt up towards centre wing. Klug comes over the top with one hand. Dyson waits down. Long hand pass. Makes it difficult for Lovett, but he did it beautifully. Brett Lovett in towards the forward line. Jakovic the target. Got a hand to it, but that was all. Keogh, lovely hand pass to Jackson. On to Jakovic, and he's missed.
Can you believe that?
Now that woman can. Look at that.
Oh, I can't believe this crowd. My first time over here, and boy, are they one-eyed. The kick from Danny Hughes to the half-back line. Micken almost took the mark. That's a true Rovers game, that by McGuinness. Read that beautifully. Round the boundary line he went on centre wing, and it's a good position to have it for the Adelaide Crows. They lead at the moment by 1-5, which is 11 points. Just under 3 minutes of play left, a vital 3 minutes. McDermott has worked overtime, done all the hard work in the clinches. Klug punched away by Lyon. That's Dyson receiving from Brett Lovett. Danger here. And beautifully taken, Jakovic, or was it a free kick?
It's a free kick because Jakovic had hold of Lee just prior to the ball coming down. I think the umpires pinged him for it. That was a really good decision.
And it's a 50-metre penalty, which will bring him down to the centre of the ground, and this could be a vital bit of play.
I don't agree with a 50-metre penalty. I don't agree with that, but I agree with the initial free kick. It was well picked out.
Scott Lee, he's looking to, he should just kick it long. Now he does, to the half-forward line. Oh, there could have been a free kick. There was a mark or a free kick. Eddie Hocking, or was it a holding on decision before that? No, he's paying the mark to Hocking. Hocking will
kick. A lot of holding going on. See there, Lyon and Klug. Maybe Klug was shepherding.
Well, just over 2 minutes, the clock showing, and Eddie Hocking. It'll still take a good kick. He'll have to kick it 51 metres. He thinks he can make it. Oh, he's run around the man on the mark. He lines up from 40 metres. Oh, Eddie Hocking slammed it through for goal.
Well, that's the little fella's first goal for the Crows. He kicked 2 points previously, and he's finally got one through.
Well, don't they love him?
There he goes, the little fellow. Forks, and a good kick on the run.
to 17 points as the Crows go deep into attack once again. White couldn't take the mark. Grinder's hand pass. Oh, it could be costly. The Scud missile is there. Hocking picks it up. His kick is smothered, however. Hocking still going. Look at the desperation by both teams.
What about that hand pass by Rod Grinder?
Yes.
He's the cult hero here.
And they
put him
keep
in
this up in the second half.
Oh, somebody's got to crack. Somebody has got to crack.
From the bounce. Viney couldn't take it. Socket off the ground. Picked up and kicked forward by Tregenza. But only as far as Sean White. Oh. Across to Lovett. It's okay, Pete. Lovett sweeps it wide to Gary Lyon. And they're out of trouble. To Beveridge almost on centre wing. Time ticking away. Under a minute remaining in this first half, and it's been a frantic first half. Spalding.
Now the free kick I think is going against Maynard. Yes, it is for Shepard.
No doubt.
Drags the kick a little, but it's going to be okay. Good, strong mark taken by Ricky Jackson.
Well spotted by Spalding too.
Now he's too far out to goal. He stabs forward. Oh, and he's right. He missed Bennett and found Jakovic.
Well, both Hughes and Bennett ran under the ball. How good would Bennett be if he started holding some of these marks, Peter? He's certainly getting there. At that occasion, he did really run under it, but earlier he's really run to the spot, got his hands to the ball, but just hasn't held it.
Now, Jakovic shooting for goal so far tonight has been off target. Missed one sitter, and he's got one right on the siren. A very important goal for Melbourne. Alan Jakovic scores his first, and at half-time we find Adelaide leading. The Crows are 7-7-49. Melbourne are 5-8-38. But Peter McKenna, welcome to Football Park.
Oh, I can't believe this as the Adelaide players coming up to me. What a great game of football. The 40-odd thousand crowd yelling for Adelaide. Melbourne a terrific quarter. They fought back, and then Adelaide steadied, and little Eddie Hocking kicked that miraculous goal. And the Adelaide side getting a standing ovation from their one-eyed home crowd. Melbourne, a good effort there. They came back. They're still in it. They're fighting hard. Chris McDermott coming up the ground. He set a fine example, as had Mark Micken. But a terrific game of football. A great atmosphere here. And this is what AFL football is all about.
11 points the margin at half-time. We'll take a break and be back with more shortly.